I'm Dan Larson, and this is Disney's Star Wars Toy Box Boba Fett in 4 minutes or less. Boba Fett is a 5-inch action figure, part of the second wave of Star Wars figures included in the larger Toy Box line, which also includes, as of this video, Toy Story and the Marvel Universe. Toy Box is a Disney Store exclusive line of figures, but you can also find them on their website, just in case you don't live near one of their stores or you can't or don't want to drive all the way there. They share the same animated aesthetic of the now retired Disney Infinity interactive statue toy figurines. Star Wars Wave 1 was all Force Awakens characters, Kylo Ren, Rey, and a First Order Stormtrooper. Star Wars Wave 2 dives into the original trilogy with Farm Boy Luke, Darth Vader, and the most notorious bounty hunter in the galaxy, my man, Boba Fett. Boba Fett has all the same articulation as Wave 1, which is actually a lot more than you might think of at this scale with this type of figure. Really, all he's missing is an ab crunch and bicep and thigh swivels. He's even got ankle rockers, which Wave 1 figures did not have. Unfortunately, tragically loose hips seem to plague all of the Star Wars figures, regardless of wave, and Fett is no different. He comes with his signature EE3 Carbine blaster, which fits in his hands nicely, and between the blaster and the articulation, you can get real close to replicating the look of the Infinity figure, or just putting him in some cool poses. Standing there looking cool, standing there looking badass, nodding, standing there listening, standing there like he's about to do something really cool. All your favorite moments, all the moments that got you hooked on him in the first place. The cape isn't removable, nor are his jetpack, the rocket, or his helmet, and that's totally fine, since the emphasis for this line is the animated styling and the playability of the figures. Hey, I love Boba Fett figures. Old figures, new figures, big figures, small figures, domestic figures, import figures. I love the use of the animated styling in a Star Wars line, and I genuinely hope that Disney can crank out as many characters as possible from the entire saga as we have seen with lines like the Black Series. But what are these color choices? Which suit is this supposed to be? It's not the Empire Strikes Back suit. It's not the Return of the Jedi suit. It's not the all-white prototype suit. It's not the first appearance animated Christmas special suit. It's not even the pre-production suit, which is what the original Kenner action figure was based on. From what I can tell, Disney was going for a vintage Kenner Fett tribute, which, believe me, I support a bazillion %, but somewhere along the production process, they lost their way. The actual animation model in the Infinity game does look like the original Kenner figure with a few artistic liberties taken, like his brown shoes, which, to the best of my knowledge, Fett has never worn. But the overall color choices for the suit and helmet on the Infinity model is darker than it should have been, and somehow the Toy Box figure is even darker, which throws off the whole color scheme and negates any attempt to make it visually associated with the vintage figure. It makes the orange look way too bright and, I hate to say this, makes him look much more like Jodo Cast than Boba Fett. I'm guessing Disney was not only going for a throwback Kenner figure homage, but also looking to have a version of the Fett suit that was uniquely theirs. Something that would be associated with their brand specifically, and it very well could have worked if they could have maintained the consistency across the products that were released, and I can't believe I'm saying this about Disney. That's kind of their thing. So, brace yourself for this. I'm probably going to have to get another one to repaint, but I swear I'm gonna stop there. If you're not a fan of Boba Fett, or you don't care about the animated aesthetic, this is an easy pass. But if you're looking for something a little different than photorealistic printed faces, then this is a must-have. So buy it if you see it, and if you see two, leave one for the next collector.
Are we still rolling?
Hey, we're still rolling. Thanks for watching. Please hit like, hit subscribe, share this video. If you're in the position to help the channel grow, please head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/toygalaxy and let us know in the comments, what do you think of this line? I personally like it a lot, but then you probably knew that from the review and all the Fett talk on this channel since we started. Not just this video, but like since we started.
3 years ago.